These quiet victories of international cooperation, the wars prevented, the famine averted, the vital treaties secured, do not always make headlines. Yet they are real and they matter. If we wish to secure more such victories, we must ensure that full respect of international law and defend multilateralism, strengthen it for our times. The world of 2026 is not the world of 1946. As global centers of power shift, we have the potential to build a future that is either more fair or more unstable.
At the United Nations, a familiar demand has returned with renewed urgency, and this time it is not just India saying it. It is the UN Secretary General himself. Addressing the General Assembly, Antonio Guterres delivered a blunt warning to the world's most powerful nations. He said global institutions are stuck in the past while the world has moved on. According to him, solutions designed in 1945 cannot solve the problems of 2026. Guterres said legitimacy is at stake. If institutions do not reflect today's realities, they will lose the trust of the world. His message was unmistakable. Reform is no longer optional, it is essential. The UN chief pointed to a clear shift in global power. Developed economies are shrinking in their share of global GDP. Emerging economies are rising in size, strength, and influence. South-South trade is now growing faster than traditional North-North trade. Yet the structure of global governance remains frozen in time. That contradiction, Guterres said, must end. He stressed that reforming financial institutions, trade bodies, and especially the UN Security Council is critical. And he made a direct appeal to those who hold power today. Those who cling to privilege, he warned, may pay the price tomorrow. His strongest line was also the clearest. The world will not wait, neither should its leaders. From India's perspective, the message carries deep resonance. New Delhi has led the call for Security Council reform for decades. India has repeatedly argued that the 15-nation council no longer reflects geopolitical realities of the 21st century. It believes a body created after the Second World War cannot manage today's conflicts with credibility.
An objective report card will show that the UN is in a state of crisis. When peace is under threat from conflicts, when development is derailed by lack of resources, when human rights are violated by terrorism, the UN remains gridlocked. As its ability to forge common ground diminishes, belief in multilateralism also recedes. Central to the erosion of the UN's credibility has been resistance to reform. Most members strongly desire change, but the process is being made an obstacle to the outcome. It is imperative that we see through this cynicism and purposefully address the reform agenda. The historical injustice done to Africa should be redressed. Both permanent and non-permanent membership of the Council must be expanded. A reformed Council must be truly representative, and India stands ready to assume greater responsibilities. Madam President, today the predicament of the
India's argument is straightforward. A country representing 1/6 of humanity, a major economy, and a consistent contributor to UN peacemaking cannot remain permanently excluded from decision-making. India has demanded expansion in both permanent and non-permanent categories of the Security Council. India last served as a non-permanent member in 2021 and 2022. Since then, the Council has struggled to respond effectively to global crises. From Ukraine to Gaza, divisions among permanent members have paralyzed action. For many countries, the Security Council now symbolizes gridlock rather than leadership. India raised this concern directly at the General Assembly. Its representative warned that the UN's failure to act decisively on peace and security is eroding its credibility. As conflicts rage across regions, expectations from the UN remain high, but delivery remains weak. India made it clear that reform is no longer a matter of choice. It is an imperative. As the UN approaches its 18th year, India has called for reformed multilateralism that reflects current realities, not historical privilege. Antonio Guterres is now in the final year of his tenure. He says he intends to make every day count. His call echoes India's long-held position. The system must change or it risks becoming irrelevant. The message from New York is stark. Power has shifted, the world has changed, and global governance must change with it.